are going to be doing War Tycoon. But unfortunately, no fraction raids. The 5 people in our fractions are not active, unfortunately. But we are only allowed to use ground vehicles for it. So basically, you guys, I'm going to be raiding all of the ground vehicles to show you a showcase of all of the ground vehicles that I have. So here's the first one. It's kind of big, not really though. It's the standard, really. Yeah. It's very fast. But the thing about it is being fast that this doesn't really have any armor. This is the first one with a gun. Well, the first one with anything, really. It has seats, and you can't get headshotted very easily. The other vehicle, someone could have a RPG, one-shot your vehicle, you're done. However, still, the Wolverine is very weak. It only has one singular machine gun. That's weak. Now let's go to this one. It's a bit bigger, I suppose. A bit bigger. But it's still kind of trash. However, its gun is a lot better, but it requires a gunner, so yeah. So yeah, that's really all for the low tier vehicles. We're starting to get to the operational vehicles now. Let's start with the gun truck. It's basically 4 machine guns and 1 heavy machine gun. 4 heavy machine guns, 1 light machine gun. That's really all. It can work as an anti-air and a ground vehicle, so it's actually kind of good. Our first vehicle with a proper inside. Now it has this and a grenade launcher. 18 grenades that it can launch. Now, we have a little inside. Nothing much, but it's still nice that we don't have to jump. It doubles as the door. So yeah. That's nice, I guess. Now we're going to anti-tank vehicles. Now this one wasn't really designed for shooting, but it has 4 missiles, and that is a lot of firepower. It only has 2 seating in the front. The early models had 1 seating, but it had like air conditioning and stuff. So it was actually better for the driver. Yeah. Now, let's go to the first vehicle capable of transporting more than 10 people. It is very powerful. Takes a while. The inside is pretty standard, nothing really. Also, matter of fact, it takes like 20 RPG. It takes like 500 RPG shots to even kill the shield, so that shows its true power. Now we're also getting to missile trucks and such. They have a lot more firepower, capable of doing even more damage, carrying 16 hold on, guys. There's a tank over there. Yeah. I just got to show him my power at the airdrop. My power. He's going to leave soon, but I'm going to have to get my tank before he leaves. Yes, it is gigantic. It's 5 times bigger than any vehicle you've seen yet. It's the Maximus. So it takes a while to catch up to him because I'm in a giant Maximus, but still. It's nice to see a tank chasing a dog. I like to call people like this rabbits. They really are. He isn't ready for this. He died. Well, let's get back to rating of vehicles. Next we have the B. The inside is kind of mid. It doesn't have much. But again, with the doors that double as that, yeah. Then we have a giant anti-air truck that is designed to kill Carlos David in seconds. Now let's find out. Don't mess with that. Yeah, he's kind of an idiot. But let's get on rating the vehicles. Here is the Type 50B. It's pretty good, but I wouldn't really take it out to kill anyone. But it is pretty nice. I will give it that. And I really can't get my stronger vehicles because there really isn't any. So yeah. Here is this. However, I don't have enough parts, so we're gonna have to move on to helicopters. Well, not really. I just wanted to showcase a lot of my vehicles. But we're gonna have to kill this one. have airdropped that. Could have did a bomb, but yeah. So yeah. Let's get back to showcasing vehicles. Here's a very giant transport helicopter. However, it only has 2 gunners on it. Hold on, guys. Actually, I'm not going to showcase. I'm not going to showcase vehicles anymore. I'm sorry. I'm not. We are going to be raiding Carlos's base with giant machine guns. Now. Kill this guy. He's drowned. It's easy to kill down. It's just kind of hard to make sound beautiful. For now, it takes a while. The best people with the best income. There. Yeah, don't go to block blue. It's a scam. It will take your Robux away and take your pets. Do not go to block blue. I'm having a war with this Carlos guy for some reason. He's been trying to destroy my stuff for some reason. really see anything else. Killed him. Now someone else is bombing me. Yep. How many kills have I got so far? My kill to death ratios. You know what I mean? There's thousands of missiles flying at me, and the fact that I'm being raided by the whole server, that's kind of good. This is a stealth aircraft, invisible to radars, invisible to everything. Kind of like the F-22 Raptor, except a lot more better. You can outrun missiles fast enough, even at its max speed. But I wasn't at my max speed and I wasn't in stealth mode. So yeah. My kill to death ratio is kind of bad. 3-1. But that ain't that bad considering that I get jumped every time I go in a freaking circle. It's kind of just a content. I know this is not going to be successful, I know. Trust me, I know. I just had to have some way to land, but I forgot there was an objective freaking seats. And then that happened. Hold on, where's the AC-30 gunship? You have like a AC-30 gunship here. But it has to be fixed because on mobile, wherever that button is, freaking plane and using all of its flares and only one time flare, yeah, I wouldn't suggest flying it. If you are allergic to flares or something, I don't know. It is very strong. That's why if you're why am I That's the end. Bye.